This is the exact reason why Jamaican says that the Jamaican gleaner, is against the government and is all in the PNP pocket. And Cliff Hughes said clearly, like something so monumental in relation to the lowest poverty rate ever recorded in Jamaican history. And there's nothing in the gleaner to basically highlight that. And this is what Mr. Cliff Hughes says. And we say, rumble showman rumble, from Prime Minister to President of Jamaica, that is the destiny of Andrew Holness. Like it or not. Bob.
Bulletin. The Observer leads with it this morning on its front page. Record drop in poverty. Economy grows 0.8% January to March. The Observer is one of the two national daily newspapers. And yesterday, we heard not only from the Planning Institute of Jamaica, we also heard from the Bank of Jamaica about the performance of the economy. And having seen both papers, the Observer chose to lead with it on its front page, as we did with our 5 o'clock major bulletin yesterday. So I turned to the other national daily, the Old Lady of North Street, the longest continuously published newspaper in the Western Hemisphere, the paper of record in Jamaica. The Old Lady of North Street did not have a single word on this piece of Jamaican history. Not a single word in that national daily on North Street. Why? Why? I am not going to speculate, but I think it is of moment that I should point it out. This is an achievement not for a government. This is an achievement for Jamaica. It's a piece of history that ought to be recorded. When students of history and economic history 20 years from now stumble upon this, one of the things they will ask, how was it publicly noted, recorded, reported? And they will have to go to the pages of the Old Lady of North Street. There'll be nothing there for them to find.
Well said, Mr. Cliff Hughes, because us Jamaicans are wondering what the hell is going on with the gleaner. Something that is so monumental to Jamaica. The lowest poverty rate in Jamaican history. And the national paper, practically the national paper, failed to highlight it. But if you check other papers, the Observer, the Nationwide paper, and others, you can see it, but this paper failed to highlight it to the people. Why? It seems as if they're politically aligned, because this information does not spill well for the PNP in relation to their quest and the message that they're trying to portray to the populace that we are suffering. It's the worst the country has ever been. Is that the reason, Gleaner, that you guys are so up in the PNP backside that you guys fail to report something that is so monumental, that will be talked about from now till time indefinite, until something even more greater than this in relation to how poverty is dealt with in the country? Fail to report it. It's just a damn shame. A damn shame. And also, this man, Dr. Dawes, I don't know what this man is trying to do, but it seems as if this man is trying to provoke political turmoil in our country. Cause this man march upon the JLP turf, acting stupid as usual, trying to bring forth a point, and at first I find this distasteful. And you have persons who easy for chip. Cause what you're trying to imply, what you're trying to do, you know that JLP and the PNP supporters are very passionate persons, and you doing that can lead to a reprisal. You did this, so them can do that, and then it lead to certain level of conflict in our society that we're trying to avoid. And it is and as you can see, it is a political silly season, and things are on peak right now. So every move you take, it should be calculated. But then again, Dr. Dawes, it seems as if you have no calculation in your repertoire, because how can a party poison you? How you make them poison you? You think nobody can poison me, Dr. Dawes? Seriously? You think me I can live myself so careless if people poison me? You think me can live myself careless and do not know person's intent in relation towards me if you could eat from this? I like that you're very poor in judgment, and that is why you're facing $2 multi-million lawsuit. $2 multi-million lawsuit. Just because you're coming out here trying to, defame persons without tangible evidence, because you're coming out here keeping conference, asking questions. Does that make any sense, Virgin? Asking question and making bold statement, pinpointing organization and person to certain things. You don't do that, brother. You have the information to present it in its full entirety, and this is why I draw my conclusion. Not to point fingers and blaming people and entities. Talking about it's gonna be investigated by Integrity Commission and MOCA, whoever. Brother, you're supposed to have conclusive evidence, brethren, to make those claims that you're trying to make. You can't come out and make accusation and I think you can get a lawsuit. Tell you, poor judgment. And after all, you were the one in 2015 or so talking about the poor state of the hospital where, surgeons have used scandal bag in surgeries. That's what you said under the PNP government, and now you are here batting for the PNP government, the same PNP government that made the hospital run down to the state where persons have to use scandal bag as surgical equipment. Make that make sense, Dr. Dawes? Poor judge of character. You need to wheel and come again. And this is what, Mr. George Davis of Nationwide is asking you, Dr. Dawes. What the hell is going on with you? Rumble show, man, rumble. You see it? Third term, from Prime Minister to President, that is the destiny. Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, period. Wanna like it? Sorry for you. Rumble show, man, rumble.
So the court document says that Donovan Williams, his interest in this matter was that he was the trustee for the shares of Medical Technologies. This matter was resolved because the man who actually owned the shares went to court to free up the shares. Donovan Williams never owned the shares. The thing here says, the document here from the Supreme Court, the shares were owned at all material times by Medical Technologies, and because of the dispute, acting as a trustee in his capacity as an attorney at law, Williams held them. Alright, so we settled that.
Dr. Dawes, what is happening to you, man? What is the politics doing to you? If it is that in this time, Dr. Dawes, you have these genuine concerns, and the drill numbers sound high, and I'd like the resolution of the matter to happen. But when you step forward and you tell the country that this is corrupt, and you dip deep for the adjectives and descriptors to paint a picture of what this whole procurement of the drill was, and you identify the gentleman by name and said that he owns the company that bought the drill for well over market price, and for the facts as Donovan Williams has rebutted, well, not the facts, Donovan Williams' rebuttal, which remains unanswered by you or the PNP this morning. What are we to believe about you and your word, Dr. Dawes? Especially as Elon Thompson, the senator, has pointed out, you have misled the public already, you know. You told us that you had food poisoning, then tell us that PMP then poison you. You have raised questions about other issues as well, and it has turned out that the facts have not borne out your claim. Dr. Dawes, what is happening to you, man? What is the politics doing to you? You never stay so.